Live. Let's have some ribeye.
You think he's gonna Google it? He might Google it. He might Google it. He might Google it.
Who wants some ribeye? Anybody? Anybody?
I picked up 3 members on his smartwatch channel over the course of the last 2 or 3 days. Ty came back, Mr. D joined, and Let's OTVO joined. I gotta get all these bobas out. This sounds like a duck. Is that a boba? I need to get these bobas out. I need to get all the bobas.
All right, let's get you hooked up to some power here.
I just got some of the bobas.
I'm gonna take that other live stream and make it public. Who went on a plane ride today? Hey, is that fun? Hey, Jody, welcome in. Did you go for a ride on the plane today? Oh, dang. Now what do I do? I know what I'll do. I'll get some straps. We're gonna make a fire and have some ribeye.
Comment about the news? What about it?
All right, let's do this.
I don't know what you wrote about the news. What you wrote about the news? Scroll up.
Get
I don't see a comment.
power
Scroll
pack
up. Scroll up anymore.
fastened up here. Let's see. This thing work.
I didn't see the comment about the news. Big shout out to Jeremy R for picking me up and giving me a ride, man. That was lit. He also yelled out loud out that when he drove by. He yelled out loud out that.
Twist it. All right, that might work. Nope. Wow. Wow, this is extreme incompetence.
See if you respond to it. I'm about to put up my phone.
Extreme incompetence. Welcome in, welcome in. We're gonna tweak out and have some ribeye, like we normally do. Who's ready for some ribeye? Okay, let's cut some wood, chop some wood. Hi, Matty. You into ribeye? Is that Val? Is that Val I hear? Some kindling. Chop on this. Can almost taste it.
I'm not internet to go, man. I'm putting my phone up.
Lighter.
Y'all remember when I fought HBO Matt in real life? When I fought him in real life, and the chat turns against me? They're like, "You're a prick." But one of the chatters turned against me. That shit was so funny. I can't believe it turned against me. All right, I'm gonna put y'all up. I'll get some dashes. Let's go. Let's get it. La Rata. La Rata. Yeah, let's get it. Hell yeah. Who's content? Let's go. Who rat gang? Arlington lit, man. Texas so friendly, man. I love Texas, man.
All right. Who's in the house?
Big Texas plugs from here.
Who's ready to tweak out? Stuff their face with some cow. Let's see. Ooh, Lorata's in the house. Lorata is here. All right, Val is live, so a lot of degenerates are going to be over there. So we'll just get started. Dad's back. Good to see you. Happy. Is there such thing as birthday Boxing Day? That was fun last night, wasn't it? That was fun this afternoon, wasn't it? Got some nice kiln dried lumber, so this is gonna burn down fast. But we'll have a good cooking fire in no time. All right, what I need to do, I gotta grab that other. I gotta grab my laptop and get that other video marked public. I'm sure there's billions of people around the world that wanted to see me tweak out on airplanes. Let's maybe take care of that. I just thought of that just now. Place is a frickin' mess. It's a mess. Next. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're not hooked up to internets. Be right back. BRB.
I respected your boundaries and I went away. But this is a good concept right here. Are you, do you mind if I ask you what you're doing? It's okay. It is.
All right, we got more content coming tomorrow too. This should be good. Oh my word.
I thank you for keeping me company in my journey for that period of time we had together. And I wish you
This
luck.
is so tweaky.
And I wish you prosperity. And I hope this year.
What am I doing?
Enjoy the rest of your day, man. I appreciate you.
Which one am I using? Justin in the house, Larata. Good to see you, my friend. Chairman of the board of the Larata Corporation.
Hey, how are you? Are you enjoying the content? Yeah.
What am I even doing here?
Oh, it hasn't started yet? Oh, okay. I guess I came at the right time.
Big time tweak.
That's nice. It looks spicy. They are, yeah, they look.
Got too much
Yeah, this is nice right here. I enjoy this.
too much on my mind here.
Seen Arlington like this?
My multitasking ability is
I heard about Arlington Stadium, but
gone.
it has like a Sundance Square feel.
One thing at a time. That's all I can focus on. Hyper ADHD. Self-induced. All right. Let's mark that sucker. Public. Publish it. Done. Saved. All right, here we go. That one's done. That one's done. Now this one. What are we doing with this one? This is a... Cool. All right. Sun is just going down. It's quite the hectic day, yeah? Made a trip into Winnipeg. Made a trip to Haddishville. Just tripping all over the place. All right, that's good enough. Good enough. We need coffee. We need cow. What else do we need? Need some light here. To set up my lighting boom. Hope you guys aren't in a hurry to get to the real content, because there really isn't any. Fire looks perfect. We'll make the perfect cup of coffee. An attempt to perform a perfect Tweeks stream. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. We're getting there. We are getting closer to coffee. We're getting closer to Tweeks Extravaganza 2025. That's nasty. Flex seal all over my filthy fingers. Okay, we were playing with that Flex Seal again today, trying to get the roof all patched up. Things all buttoned up so we can finish the interior, reset the window. I painted my trim pieces. I painted those steel pieces. I showed you yesterday, I gotta cut them out. I bought some wood pieces for paneling inside. Some 1x6 pine boards. Tongue and groove. gonna look sweet. Gonna be a sweet ride. All right, so where are we at? Where did them ribeyes get to? Where do the cows scamper off to? Down here somewhere. Oh, looky here, looky here. Look at that, Max. So I found. Look what I found. Found one. Tried to get away, but I found him. I found him. We are just moments away from coffee. I can hear it. I can smell it. Man, what an absolutely perfectly calm day today. This was just amazing. Flight was perfect. I mean, I'm looking at the lake right now. It's clear as glass. It was a little warmer this afternoon. I would have been in the lake. Catch up with your chats in a moment. You know, I could say my focus is terrible. Geese are wilding. Lost my lighter. Let's bring you over to the fire. Set up my lighting boom. And we'll drink coffee and tweak. Good old-fashioned tweak out. Tweak down. All right. So who's here? We got Brandon is in the house. Good to see you. You survived the plane ride. What's the matter? You is here. Did you make any more shorts? What's the matter? You? Oklahoma in the house. We're just getting set up for some good old-fashioned campfire cookout and whatever else it is we do here. Max is ready for supper. Set Sufficient for lighting needs. Yeah, pretty decent, yeah. Yeah. What's up, buddy? You guys are way up high. Bring it down here. Let's pick up the old live stream here. See who's live. What is this shite? Let's close that. Let's, yeah, that's fine. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, what is this? We're on YouTube. This is a YouTube stream. No pump stream tonight. I don't have anything to share on pump. But tomorrow we'll do the pump stream. Because we're going to do that interview I was telling you about with the off-grid co-op dude. So that'll be in the morning. 9:30, 10 o'clock Central. We'll see how quick it takes to set everything up. But I'm going to head over there for about 9:30. And you'll get to meet the worm guy. No more crappy shorts from What's the Matter You? Well, we know they're crappy, but Sky High Tweaking. Was that a sorry ass plane ride or what? I actually hijacked the plane, so it wasn't an emergency landing. It was more of a planned takedown. That was a lot of fun. Okay, I'm gonna get my other table and my coffee going here, so don't lose your mind. Or so Brent doesn't lose his mind. Here we go, here we go. Flying high again. Who was flying high again today? Max, were you flying high again? Tweaking high again. All right, coffee's almost on its way. Here it is, looky here, looky here. All right, I'll set you guys up on the tabletop. Chat away like we chat, like we like to chat. There we go. All right, that didn't take long to set up, did it? We're 25 minutes in. I think time. I think that's a new record. We're ready to go. Ah. Oh, that's good. That's good. There we go. All right. Let's do some restreaming here. Let's do some leeching here. Let's leech the leech.
Nice over here. A-Town's lit. How long have you been in A-Town?
What are they doing? I haven't been following Bao stream, so what's he got going on? What's Bao doing now?
I feel you, man. Yeah, it's getting dark, man. I don't even know what to do. I really don't have nowhere to sleep. I guess I can find one of these nice.
Let's do some restreaming here. There you go.
I bet you I can easily go over there and just pass out right there with everybody sitting and enjoying the concert. And be passed out for at least 3 or 4
How's
hours.
it feel, Badger?
If it doesn't get too loud with the music.
How do you like them apples? Stream this shit show. Woo, 137 people watching. What's going on? Everybody say La Rata.
How's the fries and burger?
All right, that's good. Good enough for now. We got meat to cook. We got bigger fish to fry, bigger cows to barbecue. Oh, that's plenty good for one steak. All right. That is a sufficiently vigorous fire for our purposes. Let's get a little more realistic here. All right. Yes. Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to take a trip out to my buddy's farm co-op. And he could tell you all about worms and his co-op. The worm guy, yes, the worm guy is going to go live on the Tweekorama speculating on worm coin. Cool. Ooh, worm coin. Red Wriggler coin. Let's see what else was it? Got this sorry ass cooler. I got smokes here. A couple anyway. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to crack open some more. Schmigarettes there. Okay, let's just shut this all down. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a little difficult juggling the worm guy on YouTube and Pump. I mean, this is content that fits right in with the pump.fun.tinycoin project. So I'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll do a little bit on Pump and a little bit on YouTube because you guys want to see the worms. But by all means, check out the Pump stream. Pump.fun, Tinycoin. And maybe we could have a good tweak on Pump for a change. Be nice to see some human activity in the chat there instead of all those bots. I don't mind the bots, but they don't have the same kind of sorry ass tweak capacity like we do here. They're all just straight up business. Serious stuff. Found a lighter. That didn't take long. Okay, I ain't going to no Pump. Vado. What's Vado? You're building a worm farm this very minute? I caught about 3 dozen in the last couple of nights. All right, so if anybody wants to do some worm hunting with Wasamata, drop a link to his channel. You can contact him and go do some worm wrangling. But this guy's setup is cool. I suppose it's been warm enough that he hasn't started to overwinter them, so there'll still be plenty to see as far as the worm operation. But he's been doing this for years. Like he's like the hookup for worms in southern Manitoba. So it's pretty cool. He's kind of a low-key celebrity, I guess. And let's get the comments bigger so I can actually read them. Can't find the Tiny Coin channel. All right, well, let's find it for you here. Share, copy link. Paste link. Pin link, or pin the comment. So this pin message at the top of the chat, that's the link to Tiny Coin. So whenever I'm live, you can either go to the home page of Pump. So if you have that in your browser or if you've got the app on your phone, he's got the Primo worms, man. You either just keep that link bookmarked, or when I go live, I haven't checked on the home page if my lives are featured on the live. I don't know how many people stream at any one time. Like I haven't personally been watching live streams on Pump. It just hasn't been time. So kind of a little bit interested. When Bao was starting out a couple of weeks ago, he was, like I said, scallying in the chats of some of the live streamers, and one guy, his project is just walking. The walking dude. I don't know what his crypto is or his coin is. But he just walks around doing stuff. He just walking man or something. I don't know. But I mean, who knows how to walk? Think you could live stream yourself walking? Dang. Let's go back. There we go. So, doesn't take a lot to make content. Doesn't take a lot to make a coin. And something I think Bao was saying, the dude is making pretty good money after not too long a time being live streaming. So I don't know if he has a marketing strategy or what he's been doing, if all his socials are linked. I guess I got to learn from some of these guys that are already doing it. But there's a link to pump.fun, my coin channel. So if you're there's just a little video player that pops up when I'm live, and there's a chat box. It's pretty meager as far as features, but I guess it's enough for now. Maybe they'll add some features as they go along. We'll see. Let's get you a shot of the fire here. Yeah, there you go. There you go. That fire is just about to start kissing a piece of cow. Let's let it burn down for a bit. I gotta get my special juice to sprinkle. It actually cooled down quite a bit last night. I don't know if you guys could tell, but it wasn't only a Tweak stream, but it was a shivering stream. I was trying to stay warm. My feet were super cold. I was just wearing sneakers. Today I got the big burly boots. So hopefully I'll be able to last a little longer without being a little bitch. But yeah, I got my friendship sprinkles for the hunk of meat we're gonna devour there. Shout out to Cattle Boys. What other shout outs we got? Possums are quite cute. I'd have one as a pet, but only if I rescued it as a baby because it was going to perish otherwise. Same for a raccoon. All right, well, that sounds like some tweaky content. I'd watch pet possums and pet raccoons. You may have stumbled across them. Squirrels, I don't know if you need them as pets. Once you turn them friendly, they'll just keep coming back if you've got food for them. I remember as a kid going out to the beach, visiting someone's cottage. So it was some friend of my parents' cottage, and the squirrels and chipmunks, they'd literally just eat out of your hand because everybody fed them. It was quite the tweak. Quite the rodent inspired tweak out as a child. And squirrels is surprisingly, we didn't have many squirrels at the hobby farm, which is good because they can be destructive and set up nests where you don't want them and just be a general pest. But I guess the dogs kind of kept the squirrels away. And they didn't really feel too welcome around my place. At least with Max. Max tries to chase birds. You know, I guess he thinks he can fly or something. All right, I don't think there's a cool enough spot to throw the cow on yet, but we'll get him ready. Maybe we'll give old Maxie a little snack too while we're waiting. So I'll turn on the other light so I can see what I'm doing. Maxie's always ready to eat. Let's spin you around and watch the old boy devour this bowl of cookies. Yeah, you ready for some cookies? No, you sit, you wait. Good boy. I'm gonna throw some juice on there. Come on, cut. Sorry ass scissors are these? Just cool it, buddy. Gravy for you. Have at it, boy. All right, he's distracted now. He can focus on the cow. Today, I think we'll sprinkle a little of those wonderful spices on right now. Get this going. Have a nice bloody rare steak again. Shout out to Mom's Pantry Products. All right. A few more minutes before the fire's ready. Ah, yeah. Yeah, squirrels and gardens, they're nasty. Been seriously considering creating a somebody else's problem machine, like a spring-loaded launching device, non-lethal. Are you sure the Japanese haven't already come up with something like that? Employing slime molds, possibly? You're gonna have to elaborate on what the utility of such a device is going to accomplish. I'm sure it's brilliant. I'm sure everybody's gonna need one. It sounds interesting enough that I'd probably put a deposit on one. Somebody else's problem machine. Intriguing. So we almost had a near disaster today on the highway in the truck. I had a CD stuck in the stereo that didn't want to come out. Fortunately, it was Allman Brothers. I think I might have to replace my Ford factory stereo with a used Ford factory stereo. I don't know what, it's always kind of acted up like that, where it doesn't want to eject the CDs, and then I start festering. So it's not a good look for me. Festering down the highway. You can leave that alone. How about you just leave that alone? Cover that up, so no temptation for you. And how about that? What do I have for tools here? Here we go. These are the kind of tools we need for fine dining. Now that's a fork. That is sweet. Over here. Oh, the squirrels step on it, get catapulted a half a block away or whatever, and then they say, "Oh, I gotcha." I've seen those squirrel pults. That was some of the earliest YouTube content I remember watching. Squirrels flying through the air. Not quite 4,000 feet. But I've seen some good launch angles there. It was delightful. But I didn't subscribe. I didn't know how to subscribe back then. I don't know if you could subscribe back then. It was a long time ago. 15 years ago. But yeah, that's I'm sure you could engineer something up. You can always make a larger model for the koi wolves. Just fling them into your neighbor's property. Oh yeah, get some nice searing getting happening there. It's almost ready. See if we can eat this thing almost raw. But yeah, that was a fun time this afternoon. I really thoroughly enjoyed that. I liked seeing you guys in the chat. Looked like everybody was having a good time. I was delighted that I was able to stream. You know, a little bit of buffering, but not too bad considering, you know. I had no idea what it was going to be like. I haven't checked what the GoPro footage, if there was any. I suspect my GoPro wasn't charged right up. But that's on me. So it's nothing, nobody to blame but the tweaker in front of the camera. But here we are, Friday night. What happened to the week? It was just like Sunday, like 12 hours ago. What a busy week. A busy week full of tweak. Okay, I'll let that cook for a minute or two. What else is new? Not much is new. I kind of kept you guys filled in. I bought a little bit of material for the mobile tweak shack there. But now that it's dark, there's no sense showing you. I'll get that going in the morning. I really should be spending all day tomorrow working on this. I'm still trying to sort out the wiring with my running lights and whatnot. Looks like some shenanigans going on down there at the fuse box. Seems to be some disconnections, and I can't find the wire that needs to be hooked up. So again, I'll track it down. I'll see if I can find a wiring diagram for that bad boy. It might even be in the owner's manual. Back then, the owner's manual basically told you how to set the valve clearance, pretty much how to do an overhaul on your engine. Now the owner's manual tells you not to drink battery acid because people are kind of numbskulls. So times have changed. No 5x5, no sound. Say what? What happened to my sound? Did we lose sound? Muted? How did I get muted? Mute, there's unmute. Let's see. Still muted? I'm not muted. I can hear me. Are you sure? Are you trying to get blocked or what? Are you trying to get blocked? What's the matter with you? You know, trolling is allowed, but we do have our limits here. There is a limit. Let's see. Oh, it feels like it's getting close. Just give it a little tap. When you hear that nice thud sound, it means it's almost ready. Yeah, that's what I thought. You got your headphones on backwards or something? I don't know. I can't help you. What's the matter? Everybody else is happy with the sound. I heard the sound. Max is okay with the sound. So what else? Yeah, finished purchasing my materials. Put some more Flex Seal on the roof and the interior. Got the window all prepped. Got the window frames all painted. The steel bars that I bought yesterday are all painted. I got my angle grinder from the city so I can trim those up. Got my saw set up for trimming my boards. It's kind of all just a matter of slapping it together. All the prep work is done. I already pre-cut a piece of that bubble foil, put it in place. It looks like it's gonna sit nice and flat against the interior side of the bulkhead there. And then I'll need two pieces, one for the very front and one that wraps around the ceiling. Seal it up all nice, and it's just gonna be a lot of cutting and trimming. It's not gonna be perfect. It's just gonna be functional for now. But yeah, it was chilly last night. It's hard to keep the motorhome warm, but it was good. It was a nice cool sleep. Max didn't seem to have a problem. He was happy as a bug in a rug. So where's what are we doing with that steak? Let's give it another flip. A few more of these friendship sprinkles. Oh yeah. A few more sprinkles on this side, a few more on the other side. We'll give it one more flip. Flip it in a minute or two. And that'll be that. So if tomorrow goes well, oh shit, I should check the forecast. It's supposed to start raining this weekend sometime, Sunday possibly. It's supposed to be windy tomorrow, so that'll be a perfect for worm farming, off-grid farm co-op interviewing. So Saturday, just windy all day, all day, all day. Sunday, that's when the rain comes. And what's the rest of the week look like? Ooh, cooling down. Cooling down majorly. Sunday is going to be in the 70s. Monday in the 50s. High 40s. Degrees Fester. So that's, I want to get away from here if that's the case. Tonight, what are we looking at tonight? What's the temperature tonight? Dude, 6 degrees Celsius, so that's in the 40s. Oh yeah, rain starting tomorrow evening. Yeah, so we're gonna have to get stuff done in the afternoon. Okay, one more flip, a few more sprinkles, and then it's time to dine. Ooh. Smoky goodness. What do you think, Max? It's almost ready. Come and get it, or I'm throwing it out. Yeah, that's beautiful. Not the weather, but the weather is gonna start to suck pretty soon. But that's okay. We don't let the weather get us down. Or do we? I've let the weather get me down. I've definitely festered over bad weather. Let's see how we did tonight. Oh boy. Let's see if this is any good. Max, do you think this is edible? Is this something you'd be interested in trying? Have you ever tried ribeye, Max? Would you like to try some ribeye? All right, let's tear into this bad boy. The handheld patent. Handheld patent? I didn't watch a lot of Rocky and Bullwinkle growing up. We didn't have that that cartoon on our channels when there was only three networks or 3 channels on the television. Whoa. That table's a little wonky. If you catch my meaning. Let's unwonkify it some here. Otherwise ribeye is going to be on the ground. The hand-held patent. You're going to have to help me on that. I don't know the reference there. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Pretty rosy. I guess you tell me. But nice. I think that's just fine. Let's shout out to the handheld patent. It sounds like something I need. Look at this sorry ass. Look at that. Look at that tweaker. There's some tweaking going on. Chop it up. I mean, it's $75 for 5 pounds. It's almost cheaper than ground beef where I am. Sure, ground beef is like $12 a pound. Oh yeah, nice. Nice. Very nice. Max, it's too bad you ate already. Otherwise I'd share some with you. But you just ate. Sit? Would you sit? No? Here, you ready to catch? So he would launch Rocky Jet squirrel, and the squirrel would be wearing aviation glasses and an artificial jet plume would come out of his arse. All right. Like I know Rocky and Bullwinkle, but that's that's some content that would shape your childhood and your worldview, I'm sure. Help expand your mind to help you discover new horizons. Jet plumes coming out of your arse. Here, how about you have some of this bristly stuff? Oh, here's a nice piece for you. Oh yeah, he's like a friggin' shark. Shark attack. Okay, I think that's probably enough for you. So yeah, not much of a tweak this evening. It's kind of low key. Last night I was spinning out on something. I don't know what. What's the matter, you? That's correct. Yes, yes. I do remember that reference. Yes. So our very own What's the Matter You derives his namesake from some tweaky cartoons from the 1960s. Yeah, there's not going to be any leftover ribeye tonight, buddy. We're finishing this off. Delightful. So yeah, super low-key tweak tonight. No sock accounts. No little bitch rants. Okay, this is the best piece of the whole steak. How about you say please? Very nice. What time is it? It's still early. It's 8 o'clock. Well, I should get to bed early. I was kind of up late and up early this morning. Up late last night and awake early. Earlier than I had hoped. But it helped me get a good jump on the day. Helped me get the majority of stuff I needed to get done. There's always going to be stuff left undone. But that's why tomorrow's another day. Well, we shall see. I think the real countdown is Sunday. Might not be able to leave like first thing in the morning, but if I can be on the road anytime Sunday. What's the matter? You just woke back up? What, were you taking a nap? We've been talking about you this whole time here. Subliminally referring to Rockefeller and weather modification. Rocky and Bullwinkle? Turned out it was What's the Matter You that was tweaking out with the technical difficulties. Just as we were saying all along. How about that? Go figure. Max, I think you're done, buddy. Last one. Oh. A couple little more morsels, and this ribeye is history. What else of note happened today? There was bombing around the city. Wasn't that exciting today? Yesterday was a tweak out. Traffic was just driving me up the wall. Today the traffic was not too bad. Other than I'm doing 65 on the highway and everybody else is doing 85. And the speed limit is 60. Dad went and gave us a history lesson in popular American culture, genre of 1960s classic cartooning. Welcome in. Bonjour. Parlez-vous, Tweek, Rebecca? Yeah. Is Val finally done, or what's going on? We tweak, yes. We do the tweak here. We speak tweak. Oh my gosh, it's those boomers. No offense, Dad, but for goodness sake, I think those boomers should be restricted, have restricted driving hours. I mean, they're all retired. They literally have nothing to do. They hop in their cars, drive, clog up our roadways, and they don't know how to drive anymore. They're the worst drivers. Oh my gosh. They are bad. They suck. I think Dad's right on the cusp there, intergenerationally. I guess there could be an argument made either way. But I'm Gen X. I hate everybody, so. But the boomers especially. Almost as bad as the Japanese. Well, I think the boomers are worse than the Japanese. I mean, an argument could be made. Not pleased with the boomers. Not pleased at all. We had such high hopes for them, but they let us all down. As will Gen X. We intend to let you all down too. So don't have much expectation for the Gen Xers. It's Gen Alpha. That's where. You know, what part of the states are you? The 51st state, Central Canada, People's Socialist Republic of Manitoba, situated about 40 miles southeast of the capital city of Winnipeg. Soon to be mobile and traveling all points between here in the Pacific Northwest and the Canadian Rockies. Coming home to a wonderful fanfare back here in Grunthal. But yeah, we're not American yet. We're not one of the states yet. It will happen, but just probably not before I leave for this trip. So. Okay, let's bring the chats closer here. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm reading the chats on the phone. There's one. We'll do a little. Bring it down a bit. You guys are so tall today. High and mighty. Let's bring it down a notch here. I just made the air tweak live tweak from the air. That was just made public. So anybody who's interested in seeing an old Gen Xer tweak out in a 1964 Cessna, go back and look at my live streams. That was a time. That was some kind of time, was it not? But yeah, co-passenger would have been handy. Trying to juggle those two cameras. That was a little. I was hoping for a little more seamless transitions, and my executive producer had higher hopes for the live stream. And would you look at that? The cup of coffee's gone too. So what do? More coffee or switch to Dr. Pepper? Well, I got the Dr. Pepper right here, so I may as well just tie into that. And you're in the France, Rebecca? Whereabouts in France, in that French country there? Max, you ready for bed? You don't have Dr. Pepper. Holy smokes, is France like a third world country or what? I mean, they even have Dr. Pepper in Africa. What? No Dr. Pepper? Like, where do you get your Dr. Pepper from then? It's small, yeah, but I'm sure it's nice. You got that tower and everything, and some museums and cathedrals and farms and vineyards and all that stuff. I'm sure it's nice. It's kind of late. The power tweak. Well, I'll do the power tweak once I shut the live stream off. So. The tweaking I do here just kind of warms me up to help me wind up. So I whip myself into a frenzy and then I fall asleep. Just utterly exhausted. They have an aversion to carbonated prune juice there in France. Hey, carbonated prune juice, like it's what I like. A monster. I don't like those energy drinks. I was working for this church in the inner city, and they had a food bank. And the people that would attend the services and the food bank, they were a little on the pre-diabetic to extremely diabetic side, and so the local food pantry would send all these energy drinks, and it's like, oh, you people don't need that. So I would sip on those, and it's like, that's like high octane stuff. You hate the Eiffel, very, very ugly. Yeah, I guess you raise a good point there. It's pretty damn ugly, but not as ugly as Japan. instead of raining cats and dogs, they say it's raining like cows pissing. Is that true, Rebecca? Like a cow is a female, right? And the piss goes kind of sideways. If the bulls kind of go down, but the cows, it's like out the back, like a spray. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. 100%. Wow. So the cows be pissing. The cows be pissing. Il pleut qu'on vache qui pisse. Que pisse. Qui pisse. I don't know if I got the accents on the right words or how. I don't know if that exactly rolls off the tongue, but let's try it again. Everybody, repeat after me. Il pleut comme vache qui pisse. Il pleut comme vache qui pisse. Not bad. Not bad. We'll see. Maybe we can get that to catch on here. Are there Sasquatches in France? That's what we all want to know. That's what we're waiting to find out. What's the Squatch situation like in the place where the cows piss? Accent not bad? All right. Yeah. I took French as a foreign language for bachelor's degree is all. Ooh, we got some educated people here. Well, what was your bachelor's degree? French? Is that a thing? You take French as a bachelor's? Serious? Or is that a course you took? Or is that a major for a degree? Fascinating. America is a strange, mysterious place. So I don't know if they'd let you get away with that in Canada. Possibly. Oh, you got a few bachelors or a few languages? Philosophy was your main area of study. Okay. So you're like my brother. He was a philosophy major too and became a teacher. If there's bovines pissing somewhere across this wonderful planet of yours, what's the matter? You knows about it. So, whether they're in France or in Canada. You need to take a foreign language in order to get your BA? Really? That's egregious. That should be against the law. You shouldn't force culture and language on people. That's just ignorant. You should just let people tweak out as they see fit. But I guess France is a pretty some utility in learning French, I'm sure. I'm kind of resistant to using or learning French here in Canada. The French here in Canada, they're not. Well, yeah, they're possibly worse than the boomers. It kind of destroyed our country, if you know what I mean. Kind of fucked everything up for all of us. got BA's Education, Ancient Greek Civilization, and General Studies. Well, how about that? That's, General Studies is a okay. I don't know if that. I don't know if we have anything equivalent like that in our indoctrination system here. What do you study in General Studies? Just curious. Took Russian for 4 years. Oh, interesting. My background, or my family background, heritage is Ukrainian, but I don't know a stick of Ukrainian or much of anything in the Cyrillic languages. But I did take Greek, introductory Greek, like classical Greek, when I did my last, well, not my last, my only bachelor. I got a Bachelor of Science in microbiology, I believe. Okay, time for an extra layer here. I'm gonna go grab a jacket. Be right back. Yeah, should actually just get closer to the fire too. How hot is this? Plenty hot. Yeah, it's pretty hot. Okay, let's move everything closer to the heat. Get some heat going. Heat has an enhancing effect on the tweak. More woods on here. Yeah. Okay. I don't want you guys to burn up, but I'll get you a little closer. A little closer. Let's see. Just let me know if it gets too hot. Oh. So we got Spanish as a second language. What's the matter? You never took that, decided to skip it. English as a second language. Oh, your English is pretty darn good. University for 8 years. Oh my goodness, that's like, that sounds horrible. I did my undergrad. Shit, what was it? I started in 2010, but I only started part-time. I was only taking 2 courses in the first semester and 2 in the second semester. Just part-time. And then the following year I took like 3 and 3 or something like that. And then the following year I went kind of to a full-time schedule. By year 4 I was taking more than full-time. Year 5 was just finishing everything off. I think I only needed a couple of courses left. So 101, 102, in some cases 201 of virtually every subject ours. Psychology, archaeology, sociology, anthropology, criminology. I went through the higher maths up to earth angles. I took geology, meteorology, and could go on half the day. Oh, we got some smart peoples here. So I was working with an advisor and had all these credits. So they said, just pick a degree and get on out of here, see? You're educated beyond your intellect already. So I was working with an advisor. One way to use a bunch of them was to draw up a proposal for general studies degree, which I did. They approved it to add some courses. Very interesting. So they're just trying to show you the door, basically. They were basically saying, have you not spent enough money with us already? Can you go get a job already? No, what's the matter? You is by no means a Canadian of any kind. Although, I'm sure he would love Tim Hortons if he got his grubby little paws on him. Oh, that's warmer, right, Maxie? Ooh, fire's doing the job. Oh, that's nice. Much better. Yeah, last night I was freezing my arse off through that fantastic tweak. You guys were just pouring gasoline on the fire last night. That's all that was happening there. So yeah. We started a fire and a few people showed up to watch it blaze. Max, you're too close to the fire. You're gonna be on fire pretty soon. Sarlat Lasco. Lost a bet, ended up taking Intro to Women's Studies. Yes, very nice. Sounds delightful. No, I was more interested in biology and that kind of stuff. Physics is nice. Chemistry, or some of the stuff is very interesting. Microbiology was very interesting. Molecular biology, those kinds of things. I've never heard of Lasco. I'm not even sure I can pronounce it. So, can't say I have any clue where that is. We trust you that it's in France somewhere. Actually, as Canadians, I know very little. We know very little about Europe. Psychology was tweaky. It's interesting, but super tweaky. And the professors, I just took Intro to Psych because whatever, it was an online course. Oh, Max, you're like, oh, man, you're gonna burn your face right off. Holy sh! He's right up against the fire pit here. Southwest, famous cave, prehistorical. Okay, all right. It's ringing a little bit of a psychology. Yeah, we had the tweakiest. It was a husband and wife team, and they just, it was nonstop tweak. They were such weirdos. I mean, I guess they were perfect for the field of psychology, but it's like, oh, it was an easy credit, but yeah, I'm not a fan of psychology. It's just too sketch, personally. Like it's sort of like some kind of fan fiction for the hard sciences or something like that. So, what's the matter, you 49 female students? I got the highest grade in class. Student teacher said if I told anyone, she'd mark me down. All right, student teacher. Well, what's the matter, you? Is bragging about his credit here, so that's hilarious. Your father's a psychologist. All right. right. No, psychology to me, it just seems too mumbo jumbo-y. Or what's even the right word? It's just sketch overall. But a lot of the courses, even in biology, were pretty sketch. Very sketch. But I think, personally, haven't spoken to Dad. Ooh, no. Yeah, I actually envy you. I speak to my dad all the time. World famous. We have people from everywhere who come in Dordogne. Even let Canadians over there. Well, how about that? What did I say? Oh yeah, like my advice. Not that anybody needs to take it. If I were running the world, which I hope to be very shortly, I think I would make human anatomy and physiology a mandatory field of study, at least at the intro university level, because you go through the basics of cell biology and cell division and all that stuff and very quickly, but most people have taken biology. Most people take biology, but yeah, all this sketch health advice and stuff you see on the internet and YouTube, it's like people don't have a basic understanding of how the human body is put together. And I think human anatomy and physiology would help fix a lot of problems. Like if people understood all the organs and the functions, this is how everything fits together, I think people would be healthier. Because I talk to my parents, they don't have a clue about anything having to do with anything health related. They just listen to their doctor, and their doctor just prescribes them the weirdest shit. And it's sort of like, this is fascinating stuff. Like the systems of the body are just mind-blowingly hyper intricate and efficient, and it's like, it's almost like the Japanese level, you know, like God level engineering. You allow Canadians there, we try our best to keep them out, but we still keep sneaking in. Watch me sneak. I'm gonna do a little sneak across. He's growing up, growing MJ, and is very prohibited, extremely profitable, expensive, so I paid my way through. Graduated with zero debt. You got the weed scholarship. Nice. The ganja scholarship. Receiving the award for the ganja scholarship is what's the matter you? Delightful. That's pretty tweaky, my friend. I can't say I know anybody that can make the same claim you just made. So I believe you. I'm not doubting you in any way, but that's pretty neat. That's a pretty good tweak. I mean, you should have been teaching your own seminar or course or consulting on how students can graduate with no debt by growing some herb there. I mean, that's, oh, but the FBI and all that stuff, getting swatted and raided, there's that. There's always that. Had an online business, an after-hours club, both highly profitable, but the green was the main income. As many as 4 rental houses at one time. You're doing quite well for yourself. Yeah, my first time in university, I tried engineering and just drank myself into straight Fs, Ds and Fs. Yeah, it wasn't straight Fs, straight, but it was pretty much Ds and Fs all across the board. And then I continued on that trajectory for a good 10, 15 years after that. And then it was like, this sucks. So then I stopped doing that. That's some funny stuff there. What's the matter with you? Yeah. Yeah, I probably could have bought, I don't know how many rental houses I could have purchased if I drank a little less. Wow. Just even a little less. So I've drank enough for 4, 5, 6 people in their lifetime. It's like I had to quit just so everybody else could have a crack at it. I didn't want to drink up the entire supply. Got busted. They failed at prosecuting, but they stole. Yeah. That's what they do. They steal. We knew that would happen. We already knew the end of the story before you said it. So, yeah, that sucks. Meow in the woods, the place to be. Yeah. Oh, not quite in the woods, but we're beside a little creek and by a little lake. And I happen to know a guy who's a pilot, so anytime I need to go for a flight, you just call him up and say, bro. And he'll be like, bro. I'm like, bro, I need to go for a plane ride. And you hook me up. And be like, bro, I got you. Then maybe I should fly to the States, huh? Oh yeah, but there's a camper. I don't think you can tow a camper behind that little Cessna. But that was fun. That was super fun today. Never been in a small plane like that. No, it's like being in a car. Only your wheels aren't touching the ground. It was great. It was really great. Trust me, it was great. 160K, yeah, that's quite the tax bill there. Just look at it as your share of paying your fair share, right? I'm sure that's how they justified it. Gotta pay your fair share. It's, for the greater good, right? Is your government still shut down in that Tweaky country of yours, or what's going on? I haven't been following the news. Not that I care, but I think we should just shut them all down. Let them all shut down. I mean, we can get on with the task of taking care of business ourselves. But yeah, anybody? What's going on with the states and the shutdown? Things will be different when AOC is president, I guess. They were livid when the evidence was tossed at discovery. They got screamed at by the judge. Suffice to say, they proceeded to railroad me on 2 false DUIs. I had no pesos for a lawyer, and the public defender was a twat, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, that's what they do. Even when they gotta let you go, they find a way not to let you go. They're just looking for ways to damage you. But you came through smiling, so now you're a YouTuber. And you're part of the Tweaks squad. Your career as a tweaker. But yeah, no offense to the psychologists out there. It's just I don't put a lot of stock in psychology. The public pretender was working for the prosecutors and cops. My license was suspended for 15 years. Did significant time in jail because I refused to comply with anything the judge ordered. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll get you a speed book. Cabro? What's a cabro? Is that? I have no idea what that is. Cabro. No, that sucks. That really sucks. You didn't even do anything. Yeah, that's the worst. When they cabriolet. Okay. Ooh, okay. That's sorry. I'm not up on the lingo here. Corvette cabriolet. They have Corvettes in France. Are there like American make cars in Europe? Yeah, the only place in Europe I ever wanted to go was Switzerland, and maybe Scotland. Maybe. There's some places to go. Greece would be nice, but like Germany, France, not particularly. Spain, not really. Eastern Europe, not particularly. Russia would be an interesting trip. That would be a tweak fest. Imagine the tweaking. Remember all the drunk Russian videos on YouTube? Are those still out there? These Russians just getting blasted on vodka and doing all kinds of weird shit with bears and all kinds of wild stuff. A lot of Fords. Oh, okay. I think wasn't Ford bought out? I don't know. Who knows? Greece is your favorite? Italy might be. I don't know. Not Italy. I got a buddy who's Italian. Just seems a little too tweaky. What else I took? 6 semi-autos, a grenade launcher, an entire arsenal, 9 Armani suits, projection screen TV, your leather wraparound couch, 40K in gold, 38 in cash, 6 pounds, worth 5K each. So I said the V word, and now Rebecca's tweaking out. Yeah, they lined you up. What's the matter, you? And they said we got a live one here. No, that's terrible. All that hard work, all your property, all your belongings, it's ours now. It's not even you pay now. It's like we just take now. Now you go. You go to jail. Good times. What's the matter, you? A good souvenir. Not every. Yeah, you've definitely got a story. We can make a tweakumentary just about what's the matter, you's life story. The Chronicles of the Tweeka. The Tweak Chronicles. What would we call it? Yeah, I'm sure it'll come up with a good title. That's some pretty tweaky stuff you did, and pretty tweaky stuff they did to you, from the sounds of it. Don't want to mess with those authorities. It was a bummer. Well, shit, yeah, it sounds like it. Came back, though. Then I got sick and lost everything again twice. Woke up from a coma, everything gone. Well, all right, your sad story just seems to have taken another weird turn. So what's the matter with you? Has got quite the background here. So I don't think you need AI for your content. Just talk about your life. This is pretty interesting stuff. Wild times. Oh yeah, and, I wanted to clarify or qualify what I was saying last night. We were talking about proof and evidence, and you got the background in math. Sort of like almost as basics in my mind is like a proof is essentially mathematical in nature, and so evidence is just evidence, but proof is you can only go in one direction towards the proof. And if you find something that doesn't fit in with your proof, it has to be rejected. So there's very, very little that can be proven. But when it comes to math, like the proofs that you see in math, like they inevitably follow to the end, and you're left with the proof at the end. And it's indisputable, essentially. So philosophy kind of plays in on that logic and those rules. I never studied philosophy formally, but as far as proving stuff, it's very difficult. Very, very difficult. Prove me wrong. So we got some autoimmune scleroderma terminal nasty. About 20 years past my statistical and doctor predicted expiration. Well, keep on trucking, man. Have philosophy degree. I'm quite familiar with evidence proof. Yeah. I'm not talking from like a technical standpoint, just from kind of a layman's, but studied applied math, like the engineering math we took. Applied math. The professor was brilliant. He wrote his own textbook, and it was fascinating. Like just seeing the logical flow from how you lay out the proof. And study quantum mechanics. Yeah, quantum mechanics is a little bit sketch, to be honest. Seems like it's terribly difficult to prove a lot of that. Just in my humble opinion. Get into a lot of theoretical physics and things like that. Oh, what's the matter? You's gonna be with us for a long time. He ain't no quitter. He ain't listening to no doctor. But how are you feeling now? Like, are you well? Other than the nasty old scleroderma. All that tweaking catches up with you. Knock on wood, I don't think I'm gonna drop soon. Praise the Lord. I think that's kind of the key. If you think you're gonna drop soon, you very well could. Yeah, I'm not familiar with kind of the symptoms of scleroderma, but I've had flare-ups of psoriasis, which is also autoimmune. And I'd like to ditch that. So I don't know if it's necessarily stress related or what. I thought I had a relatively good knack at managing stress, but maybe not. But it seemed like it started appearing right around the time I went back to school in 2010. It's like 15 years ago. I never had skin problems. It really affects my hands. They're all cracked up and fingertips all busted open. Painful shit. But it really only affects my hands. And I work with my hands. My hands have taken lots of punishment over the years. Working in cold weather, handling all kinds of nasty chemicals that are now banned by the state of California, or warnings on everything. So that was the world I grew up in. So, but I don't know where this autoimmune psoriasis, how that arose. It's a little mysterious to me. I have theories, but that's probably get us banned from YouTube forever. Scleroderma fills your organs. Oh, so far, flesh over 100% of me, and lungs, unnecessary scar tissue. Yeah. Oh, that sounds nasty. Sounds nasty, but like I say, keep on trucking. Or whatever it is you're doing now. Keep on tweaking. You'll be fine. I'm sure you'll be fine. Like, is it very painful, I guess? That's... See, I have a fairly high pain tolerance too, so even though my hands are all cracked up, I'll still punish them and just power through it. But and it flares up, goes away, but this flare up has been for the last month or so, maybe a little longer. And it hurts so bad. Oh. So no, well, no, we're not gonna do the whiny little bitch thing here tonight. But yeah, I feel for you. That's some of those autoimmune things. It's like intuitively, I think like we're this close to understanding how to deal with it. Like maybe it's all environmental. I don't know. I'm not sure. There's like some vital pieces of the puzzle that are either missing or being hidden from us. But it's like we're probably just very close to coming up with a better understanding of some of this autoimmune garbage that we have to face, because it seems everybody's got some kind of autoimmune crap, you know, not as bad as what you're facing here, but it's all kinds of skin conditions and blood conditions and, you know, multiple nerve conditions. It's wild, and it seems like it wasn't like this 40 years ago. Scleroderma is an officially recognized result of having long COVID. Well, how long have you had this scleroderma? Sounds like it's been a while. Or it's like let's put a timeline here. Like when was the coma? How long ago was the coma? And then you woke up and all you had was your YouTube channel. Or I don't know, do you wake up from a coma or you just come out of it? Or I'm just curious how long this autoimmune condition has been. I'm just gonna close the door of the Tweek shack so it warms up a bit. And we're gonna make some more coffee. More coffee. Tonight we'll be enjoying a delightful roast made from the finest, I think, French coffee beans, Café. So I think these are grown in France. So it's like theirs. It's like a hometown delight for you there, Rebecca. Café. It exists since a long time. Yeah, it's like plaques, right? Excruciatingly painful. Oh, that sucks. You're spending 6 hours a day working on it just to keep from being frozen, hobbled, deformed, castrated. Dude. Sounds sounds beyond nasty. Get our French coffee going here. Heating up some water. You don't have coffee trees? Well, where does my cafe come from then? Explain that. It's clearly French. What is this? Let's see here. It's rich, smooth, and delicious, just like me. Distributed by Keurig Canada. What the fudge? In Montreal? Get the fuck? That's retarded. Yeah, there doesn't seem to have been all these autoimmunes 40 years ago. No. There's all kinds of weird stuff that we just accept and take for granted, but it's like when I was a kid, we didn't have all this wild tweaky health here. Classifying type 2. There's type 3 diabetes now, right? Like Alzheimer's. Italian, you enjoy the coffee. Thought coffee grew on plants, bushes. Thought they were like potatoes and they grew in the ground. A friend of yours died of scleroderma, I'm assuming? I thought it was more like potatoes. Potatoes. So what did we learn tonight? There's no more coffee trees in France. Coffees actually don't grow on trees. If I remember correctly, a coffee is not actually a bean, it's a cherry. It's a fruit. And for whatever reason, the people in Montreal are the ones distributing it. So this is fake news. It has nothing to do with France. A lot of coffee plants grow on trees or under the jungle canopy. Italians, you know to make the best coffee? My buddy's Italian. I go over there, he makes me instant coffee. So I'm gonna refute that claim. Or at least the Italian I know makes terrible coffee. But maybe there's, I mean, really he's the only Italian I know. I'm sure there's probably some Italians out there that know what they're doing, but not my buddy. I'd rather drink this tweaker coffee from Montreal. Because I'm sure they know what they're doing in Montreal. The Italians, yeah, they got the espresso and all that. Oh, what is this? I only made like half a cup. Put more water. Be right back. BRB. Let's add a few more grounds to this Tweaker non-French coffee. Your large part Southern Italian. Oh, Calabresian. Yeah, my buddy's Sicilian, so he's like half Negro. Not sure what you call that in Europe, but he's part black. I think he's black. A little bit of black. Espresso is Italian. See, maybe you're thinking the French press or French roasted coffee. Maybe the French know something about roasting and pressing coffee, but I don't know if they know anything about growing coffee. Calabresian. Yeah, I'm like, our family's like close to Eastern Ukrainian. Like, yeah, I started drinking coffee like in high school. Same time I started smoking. Coffee and a smoke has been part of my running history for a good many years. Yeah, that's the only reason I get up in the morning is because I need coffee. Otherwise, I just stay asleep. If there wasn't such thing as coffee, I'd get up. What's the point? Why bother even getting out of bed if there was no coffee to tweak out to? All right, the rest of the water's almost ready. Oh, that's some sorry ass coffee there. What did I do? Okay, that was perfectly cold. I guess my water didn't boil. Let's try that again. That was tweaky. That wasn't even coffee. That was brown bean Kool-Aid there. Yeah, black coffee. First, I started drinking it with cream and sugar, but then I stopped adding cream and sugar because it saves time. You peel the little thing off the creamer and stir it, pour your sugar in there. It's like, I don't have time for this. I got things to do. I just pound it down black. That's the only way. So I try to be as efficient as possible. So no time for that cream and sugar and milk. And I mean, it's a coffee. It's not a milkshake. I mean, how much sugar do people need, really? Cold coffee or Rockstar? Tried the cold coffee. I don't mind like those iced smoothie coffees every once in a while as a treat, but that's like a dessert. That's not coffee to me. But I don't like I can't drink a cold black coffee. I don't understand that. I guess. You'll see you're dark. It's very, very dark. He's a very dark man. All right, that's better. That's much better. What's the matter, the dark? Yeah, there was a guy. I'm friends with a guy who's from Slovenia, and there's a fairly I wouldn't say a sizable community, but a fairly vital community of Slovenians in which is like former Yugoslavia in Winnipeg, and then there's Croatians and Serbians and there was one guy. He was this very dark, jet black hair, very dark complexion. He was Serbian, and his nickname was the Black Serb. He was a white guy, but he's just dark. He's almost black for a European dude. So. From your profile picture, you look purple, orange, and yellow. I'm not picking up on the dark, but enough sugar so a spoon will stand up. Well, there you go. You're drinking milkshakes. Or you're drinking soda pop without the carbonation there. Did they not make like a coffee flavored pop at one time? Or did that get banned? That's probably something that should be banned. Should not be allowed on the market. I'm pale from 18 years of not doing outside stuff since this. Oh. So that's how long you've had the thing, the scleroderma? So you're dark yet pale? Now I'm confused. The tweak intensity is increasing here. The host of the show is now thoroughly confused. So here we go. This is the non-tent for the evening. I hope you're all enjoying it. It's good to just unwind, relax, talk shit about coffee. And my complexion, I'm kind of darkish. Like I tan pretty easily, and I don't get damaged by the sun. So I could probably pass as like a native Canadian if I wanted to. Indian, First Nations. I mean that's a whole rabbit hole down here. When I was growing up, we called them Indians. Then that's not politically correct. We call them natives. Oh, that's too offensive. We'll call them Aboriginal. It's like, oh no, that's terrible. So it just keeps changing and changing. So now they're called First Nations folks. The First Nations of Canada. It's like Prove that you were here first. And they got nothing. They got nothing. Just stories. No, trust us. We were here first. It's like, yeah, well, what if you weren't? What if you slaughtered the Anunnaki who were here first, huh? What if the Sasquatch tribes were having a vibrant community and society and you just massacred them all? First Nations. You're right. Sounds like a scam to me. That's, yeah. But I could pass as a First Nations, not a chief, but maybe one of the lower tier Indians there. Hey, that's what the school book says. Well, the guys who write the books, they know what they're talking about, right? Those people on TV, I mean, it's on television. It's got to be true. So. You shouldn't have sugar with autoimmune. Yes, 18 years ago, it hit me like a load of bricks. It was building me since at least 13, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they track the onset of that and the whole diagnosing. But to me, it's like I want to get to the source of it. Like, what caused? What was going on at 13? You know. Sugar can be inflammatory, certainly. German, Scottish. Quakutul, is that that's some kind of native tribal thing, or what? Or is that some language you invented yourself? It's like Quakutul. That's new on me. I've heard of German, heard of Scottish. Quakutli, Quakutl. Yeah, you're gonna have to help us out here. You've got the entire chat just spinning here. So anytime you're ready, you can drop the truth bombs on what the hell you're talking about. That's not Japanese, is it? German, Scottish. Scotland's an interesting place. I mean, they tweaked out and made golf for us, so that's pretty tweaky. So props to the Scottish. I think that's like, what did the French give us? Revolutions? What are the French known for? Like beheading people, right? Removing the head from the rest of them. Taking one and making it into two. There are videos of me pulling 5. No, we don't want to watch. No. Do not go to Was Matayu's channel and watch him pulling shit out from his skin. No. Don't go to his channel. I implore you. That's just wrong. Quackoodle. No. Absolutely not. Decapitation was a thing. How come it's not a thing anymore? I think we haven't had enough decapitations around, and it shows. You know, people would straighten out their thinking a little bit more if. Quackoodle is where the word Sasquatch came from. I mean, we haven't had a tar and feathering around here in a while, and you could tell. I think people would change their tune if we pulled out the old barrel of tar and few pillowcases full of feathers. That'll fix them. That'll stop him from taking 160 grand off some guy who's just trying to make his way through school growing some herb. You've been to Scotland, nice. Ooh. Last name is Drummond, descendant. Yeah, let's see. My buddy's he was Scottish too. He lives in Japan now, which we hate. He loves in Japan, but I guess I gotta hate him too for being so in-Japanated. What was their last name? Like the clan name. His last name is Geddes. Geddes. What was that? I forget the name. It wasn't Drummond. One of those clans where you can trace everybody back to everybody. Scotland seems like it'd be a pretty chill place. Or it has the potential to be. Maybe not now. Maybe it's a hellhole like the rest of the Western countries. I don't know. I mean, it's not a hellhole out here, but it is a shithole country, Canada. I mean, that presidential guy that you guys talk about, was talking about shithole countries, and everybody got down his throat about that. Yeah, I think he was talking about Canada. Like, it's truly a shithole country. It's beautiful, but it's essentially a shithole. It shouldn't be, but it is. And that's because of the guys who should have been decapitated. I'm not dropping any names, but there's some people that were responsible for helping Canada shitify, and things could be different. But yeah, it's a shithole. You don't want us as a 51st state. Because shit runs downhill, and the Rockies are pretty tall and all that. It's just going to stream down through the Great Plains and the high desert and wash into the Gulf of America or Mexico, whatever you call it. You don't want that. You don't want any part of that. It'd be pretty messy. A very interesting discussion tonight. An interesting tweak. Kwakutl. So do they do the totem poles and whatnot? I mean, I'm not terribly familiar with the tribes and whatnot through the Pacific and British Columbia, but there's an interesting heritage. Some of that totem art is much more aesthetically pleasing than some of the native art I've seen out in our area. It's a lot of Cree, Ojibwe here, Ojibwa. But some of the Pacific tribes are interesting folk there. Here they're pretty tweaky. Then you got the Mohawk, and the Sioux are kind of towards Aiden's neighborhood. And there's some tribes that are way out in the Maritimes on the east coast here. Forget the names of those. Kwakiutl. I'll look up the Kwakiutls when I'm out west there. Kwakiutls. It doesn't matter if you're opposed or not. It'll either happen or not, but it's like, it's kind of pointless. Borders are somewhat meaningless. Just arbitrary lines, and it's just kind of a a revenue generating scam. You cross this imaginary line we painted on this piece of paper here, and you owe us money. So that's all that is. Then we get to search your stuff and possibly if we think you're doing something wrong, we'll make you drop your pants and touch your buttholes. I'm just wondering if we got a different name for them up here. It's like again, I'm not overly familiar with the Pacific tribes, but this is the first time I've heard Kwakiutl. Maybe I'm just dumb and that's what we always called them. Yeah, 51st statehood. It just doesn't quite seem like a net benefit to anybody. I mean, really, our cultures are close enough in our basic values and nature, other than a lot of Canadians are just outright retarded, but yeah, I don't see a benefit of 51st statehood other than economically, we're just so economically depressed here. Our economy is just based on nothing at this point. Just people have this undeserved confidence in the government. Because our economy is just completely imaginary, just like those lines on the maps. Our economy makes no sense. Not that this is going to turn into an economic analysis. Yeah, you illegal. You is illegal because you crossed the border that some people wrote down words on a piece of paper that said something about you're not supposed to do that. But again, that's a policy issue. There's some kind of takedown or eradication of Western countries in place. That's, I don't know if that's the end game or it's just to create instability and division amongst everybody. But yeah, mixing of all these cultures and removing Canadian culture and American culture and traditions and just all this melting pot. And in Canada, we don't call it a melting pot. We call it a mosaic. It's like a beautiful mosaic of different it's like an international brotherhood, and it's really a crock of shit. Like you end up with gentrification and a lot of tribalism and cultures mixing that, you know, there's the people that bring the values from their home countries and they're not homogenous with the way things are here. Not that it's about this maintaining the status quo, but it's like it can be disruptive. Oh yeah, trust me, it's a little disruptive. Rebecca might know about that, but it can be a pain in the arse. It can be a certain pain in the arse. And that's not even illegal people. Just people that our fake economy can't absorb or handle. And now, yeah, it's just gonna get more fun. So, time to duck into the woods. Go live with the Sasquatches. Make friends with the coy wolves and the bears and the chupacabras. Max and I, that's our plan. Get away from the humans. Or pick and choose the humans that we interact with. What is that? Oh, it's fire sizzling. I thought it was some kind of tweaky bird chirping or something. Just the log sizzling. Well, I'm not gonna Google Kukwatl. I'm gonna head out west and start asking people. It's like, where are these Kukwatls at? I need me a Kukwatl. Show me where the Kukwatls live. And I say, oh, this is like right there, right over there. See that rock over there? Just 50 paces to the left, Kukwatls everywhere. You can't throw a can of McCafe coffee without hitting a Kukwatl once you get in the hood there. But yeah, some of that native art is pretty fantastic looking. Some of it not. But I think the Kukwatls got it going. They're onto something there. But yeah. Fuck that Google. Google sucks. Sucks so bad. Oh. Makes me so mad. Google and their YouTube. Google, that's the one that owns YouTube, and then they got guys like Ryder on there. Just tweaking out, talking shit. Before you know it, they're gonna let Japanese people use YouTube. That's why KKR and I are trying to get properties in Butt Fudge, Montana. All right. Yeah, Montana's nice. I'm interested in seeing the northeastern quadrant or corner of Washington State, like close to the Canadian border. I think it'd be neat to be able to shuttle back and forth. A lot of kind of wilderness up there, a lot of remote areas, a lot of people that kind of have the right mindset, just mind their own business and do their own thing. Very similar to kind of the Okanagan and south central region of British Columbia. So just tell them what's the matter, you sent you, and I say, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Here, take this totem pole. I'll take that totem pole and I'll go find Ryder and I'll take it and I'll just hit him in the balls with it. And I'll show him. That sounds like a plan. But oh, he's way out in where? Tennessee or something? Yeah, maybe not. Kentucky? Kentucky's nice. Kentucky's interesting. I like that area of the country. Or pardon me, that region enclosed by that imaginary line on that piece of paper. Kentucky is an interesting land mass surrounded by imaginary borders. I like it. Yeah, and the Japanese, like, what's left to say about the Japanese? I mean, here we go. The fire is winding down. What time is it? 9:30. Yeah, battery's almost dead on the laptop. I have to recharge that pretty darn soon. Surprised it's not complaining at me already. Oh wait a minute, which phone? No, I got different cord. That's it. Oh, wait a minute. I got a pack right here. Let's see if this has any juice to help my my little laptop here. Let's see, maybe keep going for a little while. Let's see. Where'd you go? Oh, man. Too dark. Yeah, don't worry. I wasn't going to say anything about you. I kind of learned best not to name drop when the name is what's the matter you. So just saying. Because you get like mixed reaction, right? Some people love him. Some people are like, what's the matter you? Get off my lawn. Take your tweaks elsewhere. You and what's the matter you? Part of the settlement. Oh, it was that serious. All right. Okay, I'll definitely. No. You won't hear a peep from me. At least not around the cockatoos. Maybe our little secret. Oh yeah, what a gorgeous day, what a gorgeous night. Oh, it's a fantastic day. Love it. Absolutely love it. Dumping out there. Oh, maybe we angered the rain gods or something, or some of the tribal elders have been lurking in here, and they're like, "You ain't talking shit about us. We're gonna do a little rain dance and fix your ass." Well, could be. I don't know. You can keep that rain. We don't need any rain here. It's been too wet. Still lots of corn on the fields. Still lots of Monsanto corn on the fields that needs to be harvested. I think most of the cereal crop has been harvested. Soybeans can sit on the field for a while. Sunflowers will be out there until it freezes. But I think the guys are itching to get the corn off the field. It's been too wet. You grow a lot of corn out here. A lot of that corn silage for cattle, which in my humble opinion is not the ideal diet for the bovine digestive system, but it is what it is. It's government policy directed agricultural marketing, really. It's like they tell the farmers what to grow. They basically tell them through the price of the crops. So farmers are incentivized to grow certain stuff. A lot of corn. A lot of it goes to ethanol production, which is a crock of shit. I mean, a scam. Ethanol, big scam. Big time scam. But the farmers love it because they get a good price on the crop. No, they're not even watching. Like they've all fallen asleep. It's just us and the nonsense. So they just forgot to close the tab. That's all. So I guess it counts as a view, but I guess I don't know, maybe somebody will feel sorry for us and leave a comment in the chat or something. But yeah, I think we just kind of chased everybody out of here. Because this sure is a shit pile of nonsense. Absolutely. This is a shit storm. It's a good dumping of nonsense. Yeah, the corn. It's not a contentious issue with me, but it's like, this is the policy. This is what the farmers are incentive to do. So they're going to do what helps their bottom line. Like they have no power over what the market's going to pay them. So they gotta go with what helps feed their family. So I totally understand it, but it's corruption. Oh, your grandkids out tonight. Nice, nice. So you got a big Tweek Fest happening. Sweet. Well, tweak on, brother. Give those little grandkitties a little pat on the head from old Uncle Brent. Make sure they don't tweak out too much on you. It must be late for you. Oh, grandkids are still up at 10:30. It's 10:37 where old Dad is. And that's good. It's party on. Party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth. What? Oh yeah, Wassa kind of just dumped his whole life story on us here tonight, and there you go. And quite the saga. It's sort of like Lord of the Rings Part 4. Epic. I think there's a a what do you call it? Autobiography in there somewhere. Maybe you get AI to transcribe the chats into some kind of worst-selling New York Times booklet or something, pamphlet. You need to open. What does it take to close you up? He just fell asleep pretending to give my undivided attention to my house guest. Sweet. Pretty sneaky. Pretty sneaky. See, Ned's still got a few tricks up his sleeve. Yeah, what's the matter? You just gave us a massive info dump tonight. Massive download. Incredible. Incredible what you find on the internets, eh? Frickin' incredible. Rebecca, she must be getting ready to go to work or something. Like, what time is it there? It's got to be like 3 a.m. or something. She's probably getting a little nap so she can get up and drink some coffee. Calabrese coffee. Yeah, that guest that doesn't just get up and go home already. That's me. I'm the guy that doesn't get the hint. I just keep hanging around, making people uncomfortable. I think that's my gifting. It's making people uncomfortable. And yeah, you just gave us the introduction, you know, or you just gave us the prologue, you know. We haven't even gotten to episode 1 yet. So there you go. Nobody wants to hear. Yeah, that's what we've been trying to tell you. Nobody wants to hear this. It's like, enough already. It's time to go. So we turn off all the lights and packing away all the dishes, and it's like, yeah, there's... couple long drawn out yawns like, oh, it's getting late. Yeah, what's the matter? You got a long drive home, don't you? Yeah, I gotta get up early tomorrow. Oh, you got another story. Okay, well, tell us your story. Let's hear it. No, very entertaining stuff. This is quite the background you got there, my friend. Very interesting, very interesting. Jody's getting ready, getting her jammies on, I'm sure. It's late for her. No, we haven't seen Mike Kane here. Possibly some sports ball involvement. But yeah, we got a special surprise for Mike Kane. Next time he's in the chats, we'll give him a little surprise. He'll appreciate it. I haven't seen Mike number 2 in a while. I wonder where he's at. The train Mike. The train watching Mike. Yeah, he's North Carolina Mike, I think. North Carolina? I think he's North Carolina. Yeah, it's late in North Carolina. And it's late everywhere, except for the Pacific Northwest. What's the matter? He's just getting started. What's the matter is just getting warmed up here. And everybody else is ready for bed. I was thinking I'd stay on the couch there. Well, it's not much of a couch. I mean, there's a picnic table. I can hook you up with the picnic table. And I might have a curtain. Some of the drapes from the RV you can use to cover up with. Maybe a tarp or something. Yeah, I could probably... Oh, here we go. We can hook you up with this. You use this as a blankie, right? A Barbie blankie. There, that's a blankie. Ooh, Barbie. Hey, Barbie blankie. Doesn't that look comfy? Just cozy up with Barbie on a picnic table. You'll be fine. You bring your own firewood. You can have a fire. Maybe Max will keep you warm. I don't know. No, he wants to go in the RV. He's ready. Well, he's taking a little nap there on an easy chair. Ooh, Barbie. Barbie stream. What else have we got for you? I could hook you up with some Dr. Pepper, some of that carbonated prune juice. I don't have any sugar for your coffee. What do I have? I don't have any sweetener here. That's your equivalent of 11 a.m. So you're just ready for lunch almost. You just finished morning coffee break. What else can I hook you up with? It's not much I have to offer. Picnic table, Barbie blankie. Bring your own firewood. And your own axe. I'm not letting you borrow mine. You might scratch it. Yeah. Well, what a calm day. It's like not even a hint of a breeze. Just perfectly calm, perfectly still. This is kind of one of those you could fall asleep by the fire if it wasn't so bone-chillingly cold. It's not too bad right now, but it's gonna get down pretty chilly tonight. You wake up cuddling with old Maxie. Yeah, it's not a bad place to be. That's not a bad tweak. What do you think, Max? You and what's the matter, you? Just chilling. He's ignoring me, pretending like he doesn't hear me. Yeah, you ready for bedtime? Buddy. Yeah, totally ignoring me. He wants more steak. Should we cook up another steak, buddy? What do you think? Think you do 2 ribeyes tonight? Still ignoring me. You must. Wow. We must have offended him or something. Let's break this log up. I'm just fiddling with the fire logs here. Let these chunks burn down and call it a day. You got your own axe. Never go any. Well, yeah, that's kind of why I don't let anybody touch my axe. Careful with that axe, Eugene. It's like, what was that? American Express? Don't leave home without it? It's a log splitter, but I don't even have any logs here to split. It's just little chunks of wood. Think Ployd, yes. Yes, let's feature the old timber sports here. This is a good look, eh? Just walk around with an axe. Oh, it's got a scratch on it. Shit. Polish that out. Nasty. Scratched up my axe. Dang. Just pulls here with the axe. See if that gets our viewership up. The axe tweak. Late night axe tweak. Don't leave home without it. But yeah, it's getting dang late. I think it's pretty much pajama time. All right, Max, get your pajamas on. Oh, he's okay. He's just been a long day. We hit the road at like 7 a.m. this morning. Just motoring down the highway, running to and fro. You got a few walks in today. Got a little sausage treat this morning, breakfast. What else? You got to bark at a few things. You got to meet a puppy today. You got to meet Andrew's puppy, the pilot. Little Rosie. So that was exciting. He's been meeting a few new canine kin lately. So kinfolk. He didn't have a lot of exposure to dogs at the hobby farm, so he's been meeting a lot of new friends lately. So I think that's good for his his tweaky ego. He needs to be more socialized to dogs. So that's going to be good. Next, what is that? I think there's a squirrel there. There's a squirrel who's going to try and nibble on your nuts. Oh wait, you don't have any. Green Floyd, Copper Floyd, Chartreuse Floyd. Yeah, what if some questions don't necessarily have an answer, and some questions don't even necessarily have to have been asked. So, whatever. But yeah, Chartreuse Floyd doesn't quite roll off the tongue. By the way, which one's copper? Oh, what a fantastic evening. I hope you're all enjoying this evening as much as I am. This is what it's all about. Just kicking back, using up my data on the phone. Actually, it seems like my data plans are going to be up to the task of extended streaming capabilities. So we'll see. I think my data resets on like the 27th or something. So we'll see how many gigawatts we use up this month. Oh, not enough gigawatts in this lighter. Oh, these smokes are just humidity or whatever. They just don't stay lit. It's not how I remember smokes. I was gonna say, I've only been smoking for another like 3 or 4 months now. And I don't have unlimited data. I got 100 gigs of data, and then they kind of throttle the speeds once you hit 100. So I can barely send any kind of text message or any, like I can't even barely get email once they throttle that speed down. But 100 gigs, and I got 100 gigs on each phone. So between the two phones, that's pretty close to unlimited for me. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. I think that should be sufficient till I get some kind of home Wi-Fi hookup at some point down the road. Don't know where down the road, or when down the road, but this should keep me going for a few more live streams. Yeah, I don't know that there's any unlimited data plans up here. That's an American thing. And yeah, unlimited isn't necessarily unlimited. A little bit of a scam going on there, possibly. Just a little. So what's the matter? You gone down for his afternoon nap now, or what's happening? Finish this one, and we'll call it a night. And then get ready to hit the ground running in the morning. Loaded up on coffee. I'm just going to be drinking. I'm just going to have this attached to my hand all day tomorrow. Just guzzling. Guzzling, tweaking, live streaming. Worm extravaganza happens tomorrow morning on Pump, and I'll do not quite a split stream with YouTube at the same time, but we'll do some YouTube content at the Worm Tweak Fest, the Red Wriggler tweak out. So that should be good. That should be good. There might be some content there. We'll see how salty my buddy is feeling tomorrow. He can get pretty salty. We'll see if we can convert that salty into a little bit of degeneracy and tweaky. We'll groom him in the way of the tweak. I think it'll be good. I'm looking forward to that. You guys could be in for a treat. So like I said, that's I'm gonna be there around 9:30. We'll chit chat for a little bit and then turn the iPhone on, point the camera at him and say, "Is this your penis picture? Is this a picture of your worms?" You'll say, "No, that's my pecker. That's not a worm. That's my peen." So it'll be good. So tune in for that. 9:30 is kind of the preliminaries. If depending on what time we turn the cameras on, I wouldn't expect anything until about 10 a.m. Central Time. So set your watches, set your clocks, set your alarm clocks, make sure you're ready to go, because once we get going, we ain't stopping. Those worms, they ain't waiting for nobody. But it'll be good. He's got a really nice place. I don't know if there's much left in the garden, but he had an amazing garden. He gets his stuff started in the greenhouse like April, May, where here, his garden was in full bloom in early June, and I had barely even planted anything. My garden came up nice. I had nice potatoes, nice carrots, nice beets. Left it all behind. I didn't have time to even pull up anything. I just pulled a few carrots out of the garden. A few cherry tomatoes. The cherry tomatoes weren't even red, or the tomatoes weren't even ripening as of 3 weeks ago, almost 4 weeks ago when possession date was. So I didn't even get to sample my own tomatoes. So those new tweakers are eating all my veggies. I ate a few apples off the trees. The apples were fantastic. Really good apples this year. I munched on a few Saskatoon berries. The elderberry crop was pretty meager. Everybody buys it. Like, people are just lining up for the worms. I don't know. I don't even know if he has a website. I think just people know he's got worms, and he's the guy to call. Maybe he's got some kind of web store or something. I don't think so. He's not very tech savvy. So I don't know how he markets. We'll pose that as a question. I was like, how do you sell these wrigglers? Who's buying these wrigglers? What's the matter? You wants to know. I've got a few questions. I got 3 or 4 or 5 questions I want to ask him. Get him to tell his history, his story, and find out what kind of advice he'd have for people that are either involved in farm co-ops or want to start a co-op. Just having been at it for 40-ish years or more. So we'll pick his brain, and we'll play with the worms too. So you'll see his process. Like when I was there visiting, I think it was like June, early June, mid-June, somewhere around there. And he was showing like it's quite a neat little. It's like super low tech. Yeah, like composting is all part of it. But he's just got this massive mound where the worms live, the worm house. There's this pile of dirt And there's a process to overwinter them, make sure they all survive through the winter. He used to have honeybees, but the bees were having some struggles this year. I think they froze. We had a weird winter with thaw, freeze, lots of freeze-thaw cycles. And I think it stressed the honeybees out. But he was making his own honey at one time. But I think that's done. But he's got all the stuff. And then he had purchased some of that last pig that I butchered. So he said he's pretty happy with that pork haul. I'm super pleased with that pork. That was fantastic. I'd be eating all pork chops if I didn't have this sweet deal on the ribeyes. I mean, I'll take a ribeye. Yeah, it's hard. Those pork chops are good. Oh my gosh! And I still got a couple of packages of side ribs, barbecue ribs. I gotta do. I might. What do I do with those? I guess I'll just leave them in the freezer until I'm ready for them. It's not going to be time to do a rib barbecue before Sunday. And then I got the farmer sausage, the rings of farmer sausage as well. So he said the sausage was nice, which I totally agree. It came out perfect. Absolutely perfect. So shout out to Country Style Meat and Sausage for cutting up that big boy, that little boy. He wasn't that big. He was just right. Not too little, not too big. He was just right. The sausage was amazing, is amazing, and pork chops were the best I've had. Of all the animals I've raised, of the swine kind, that was some of the tastiest stuff I've ever stuck in my mouth hole. It was perfect. Oh yeah, my laptop's not happy now. So, all right, that smoke is done. The fire is pretty much done. So I'd say the live stream is done. So tune in for Worm Stravaganza 2025 happening in the AM on Saturday, October 11th. So mark your calendars and whatever, set your reminders. Gather the wife and the kids and the grandkids, and we'll do some more tweaking out in the morning. How's that sound, eh? Good night.